Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swamini Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandegam Sri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscham Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namo Sute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaye Vachapatitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Isvaraha Paramaha Krishnaha Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Radhi Govindaha Sarvakarana Karanam. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the king of knowledge, Raja Vidya. So Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita that we should actually we should know what should be done and what not should be done, and we should use this life we should actually go to Goloka, Krishna's way. So many places Krishna is saying that you come to me. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam asasvatam. If you come to me, Mamupetya, so then there is no rebirth, punarjanma. Punarjanma is not there in this temporary miserable world. Mamupetya to kaunteya. So Mamupetya. So that's what Mamupetya punarjanma. That's what Krishna is teaching. So Mam prapsyasi. Like that. Many places Krishna is saying that. If you give this most confidential knowledge to my devotees, then you will come to me. Mam evaisisi. So Krishna is using the word Mam evaisisi. So you will come to me. And if you remember me at the time of death, you will come to me. Antakalecha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yaprayati sa madbhavam yati nasti atra samsya. There is no doubt about it. So there Krishna is repeatedly saying in Bhagavad Gita. And again Krishna is repeatedly saying in Bhagavad Gita that I am giving you this knowledge for your benefit. Yavakshami te hitam. So I am explaining you this knowledge for your benefit. Bhuyeva mahabhago shunume paramam vachaha yatyegam priyamanaya vakshyami te hitam. So I am giving this knowledge, everything for your benefit. So that way, Krishna is repeatedly saying in Bhagavad Gita that I am giving this knowledge for your benefit, and if you get this knowledge, you will come to me. There is no doubt about it. So, Saddhavat anasuyanto sunuyatapi yo naraka sopi muktaga subal lokan prapniyat punya karmana. That's what Krishna is teaching. If anyone who understands, who listens to this Bhagavad Gita, adhyesyate cha yaimam dharmyam samvadam avayo. So that's why Krishna is teaching that with faith. Sunyat. Sunyat means listen, hearing. So there is Saddhavat anasuyanto. So with faith, without envy, if anyone hears this Bhagavad Gita, so then they will get liberation from this material world. They will reach the destination where pious people live. So sopi muktaga suval lokan prapniyat punya karmanam. Sthanam prapsasi sasvatam. That also Krishna is saying. We'll get to a place where it is permanent. Tameva saranam gaccha sarva bhavena bharata tatprasadat avapnoti sthanam prapsasi sasvatam. So you surrender unto that person, that supreme person who is Isvara sarvabhutanam kridate sarjuna tistati brahmayan sarvabhutani yantrarudani maya. So Krishna is there in everyone's heart. Sarvabhutanam kridadesa. Kridadesha means in the heart. Krite sarjuna tistati brahmayan sarvabhutani yantrarudani maya. So now you surrender unto that person who is there in your heart. That's what Krishna is teaching. You surrender unto that person who is in your heart. Tameva saranam gaccha sarva bhavena bharata. In all respects, completely surrender unto him sarva bhavena bharata. Krishna is using the word sasarvavid bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. There also Krishna is using the word sarva bhavena bharata. That is yomam evam asammodo jnanati purushottamam sasarvavid bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. So anyone who knows without any confusion that I am the supreme personality of Godhead, he is the knower of everything, he will render devotional service unto me in all respects. That's what sarva bhavena bharata. That's why tameva saranam gaccha sarva bhavena bharata. So you, in all respects you surrender unto that person. Then tatprasada tavapnoti sthanam prapsasi sasvatam. Then by his mercy you will get to the place, you will attain the abode which is permanent. So tatprasada tavapnoti sthanam prapsasi sasvatam. So that way we can go to Goloka if we study this Bhagavad Gita. If we follow this Bhagavad Gita, we are going to go to Goloka. Sarvakarmani api sada kurvano madvyapashega madprasada tavapnoti sasvatam padam avyayam. Sthanam prapsasi sasvatam. Here sasvatam padam avyayam. So that's what Krishna is teaching. So we will, if we do everything for Krishna, if we dedicate our life for Krishna, all the activities if we do, everything as an offering unto Krishna, then we are going to go to Krishna, there is no doubt about it. That's why Krishna also uses the word, there is no doubt about it. Na samsaya. Na samsaya means there is no doubt about it. Na asti atra samsaya. In this, there is no doubt about it. So Krishna is giving us the very clear knowledge. If we do this, if we follow this, we'll go to him. There is no doubt about it. So we need to follow. It's very difficult. That's what we think. That's what Arjuna thought. But actually, when we serve Krishna, when we remember Krishna, we are actually going to enjoy only. It is not difficult. When we are enjoying, how can we say that it is difficult? That when we are experiencing unlimited enjoyment, unlimited happiness, how can we say that it is difficult? Sukham akshayam ashnute. Akshaya means without any end, without any limit. So then we cannot say that it's difficult task. It's actually easy task. But we need to have that faith on Krishna. We need to experience this happiness within ourselves. So we need to shut all this external material sense enjoyment. Yatro paramate chittam niruddham yoga sevaya yatra chaiva atmanatmanam pashyan atmani tushyati sukham atyamthikam yattat buddhi grahyam atindriyam veti yatra na chaivayam sitaga chalatti tattvadaga yam labdvacha param labam manyate na adhigam tataga yasmin sitho na dukkena gurunapi vichalyate tam vidya dukkha samyoga vyogam yoga samyitam. So that's what Krishna is teaching. So we need to experience that sukham atyantikam. We need to experience that higher taste. That is the way to mitigate all material miseries. That is the way to mitigate all material miseries. Tam vidya dukkha samyogam yoga samyitam. So that way, with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are going to enjoy. Unlimited enjoyment. So there is no difficulty here. When we are enjoying, why can we say that it's very hard? It is not hard, it's very easy. Because we are not able to experience this inner happiness, we are addicted to this material sense enjoyment. That is purely because of our ignorance. That's what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita in the 18th chapter. In the beginning, it looks like poison, visham. But pariname amritotbhavam. But at the end, it will be the nectar. So that's what we need to enjoy. In the beginning, it looks like a poison, but at the end, it is a nectar. But the so-called material sense enjoyment, in the beginning, it looks like nectar, but at the end, it will become poison. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. Amrita and Visha. Visha is poison. So this material world, everyone who think that they are enjoying materially, they are having a lot of sense enjoyment, they are enjoying a lot. In fact, it is actually, they are drinking a very sweet poison. It looks like sweet enjoyment, but at the end, it is a poison. So we should not envy such persons who are materially very opulent. The devotee will never ever envy such person. Oh, he's great, he has got so much money, so much wealth, this, that, and all. No need to think like that at all. One can be rich, very rich, no problem. But if that person is not a devotee of Krishna, if he doesn't have Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we should simply pity on such person, not envy that person. If we have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We really don't want anything in this material world. What is the use of having all this matter with us on our name? What is the use? Ultimately, we are going to lose. So the one which we are going to lose, then what is the use? Unless we use it in Krishna's service. If we are ready to use everything in Krishna's service, then we can use it fully. So for that reason only we should go after material wealth, not for satisfying our senses. Because it's impossible to please our senses. It is duspurena analenecha. It is burning like fire only. We can never be able to satisfy. It's insatiable. Avurtam jnanam etena jnanino nitya vairina kamarupena kaunteya duspurena analenecha. That's what Krishna is teaching. So it burns like fire. Only thing is that we need to stop that fire. We should not add fuel to that fire. If we try to satisfy our material senses, that means we are adding fuel to the fire. So that means it's going to burn even more. But if you want to curb our senses, if you want to control our senses, we should be stopping it. We should be controlling it. So that control can come only with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, only by focusing our mind, senses, intelligence, everything on Krishna only, nothing else. Then we will gain that control over our mind, control over our senses. So all such things. That's what we are studying in the second chapter about the self-realized person, Sthita Prajna. So the symptoms of a self-realized person, Sthita Prajna, that's what we are studying. If you want to become a Sthita Prajna, our mind should be under our control. Our senses should be under our control. And we should have the complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. All the 18 chapters, 700 verses, we should know in and out. There is no doubt about it. And it's not that hard. It's very easy. Because this Krishna songs are so nice that when we listen, when we hear to this Bhagavad Gita, it always brings us so much of happiness, so much of satisfaction when we listen to Krishna. It's never ever boring. these slokas in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's songs, we can keep on hearing. We won't get bored at all. So that is what Bhagavad Gita is. That's why this song of God. In this material world, it is not the case. Any other song, movie song, this song and all, if you want to hear, after a few times, you will get bored. You don't even want to hear that again. But Bhagavad Gita songs, Krishna songs are not like that. We can keep on hearing. Hare Krishna Mahamantra also is not like that. We can keep on sit straight and don't look at any other directions and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. We can keep on hearing. So there is an opportunity we got in this Bhagavad Gita. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we are getting this Bhagavad Gita, the song of God, and we are enjoying. Sukhena Brahma Samsparsam, Atyantam Sukham Ashnute. That's what will happen in our life. That's what is happening in our life. We are able to experience that Brahman happiness. Sukhena Brahma Samsparsam. Then Atyantam Sukham Ashnute. Then we can enjoy unlimited happiness. Atyantam Sukham Ashnute. By Krishna's causeless mercy, when this happiness, when we are able to experience, then we are automatically going to give up all the so-called material happiness, sense enjoyment. Then we'll be able to disconnect ourselves, everything from this material world. That's very much needed. Krishna is teaching us that we should do that. We should not be connected with anything in this material world. It is not going to help us at all unless it is used in Krishna's service. Otherwise, it should be trashed. We should, anything what we have, if we want to use it in Krishna's service, if it is useful in Krishna's service, we can use it. Otherwise, we don't want anything else. Of course, everything belongs to Krishna. So we can always find a way to use everything in Krishna's service. So that's how we need to do that. But not to gratify our sense objects, not to gratify our senses. That we have to be very careful. So that means we should always monitor our mind. That's what is very important. We are monitoring so many things. Even if we go, like for health reasons, if we are admitted in hospital, there are so many things they put it, and heart rate and our respiration rate and blood pressure and a lot of things are getting monitored. So like that, here we need to monitor our mind when our mind is not healthy. So like normally we look for like the curve should be very steady, stable, it should go. So that means it's fine. For example, if it is flat, then there is a problem for heart rate and other heartbeat and other things when we are monitoring respiration rate and all. If it is just flat, then it's a problem. But if you monitor our mind, it should not go like this. It should be flat, our mind. But what is happening? It will go jump up and down here and there. So many, our mind is actually going here and there. It is not in one place. We should make that. We should monitor our mind and it should be simply flat. So here, if it is not flat, then it's a problem. That's what we need to understand. So that means our mind should be very, very stable. So that is possible only when it is connected with Krishna. When our mind is connected with Krishna, then it's going to stay flat. When that connection is disturbed, when that connection is broken, then it's going to go like this. That's what is going to happen with our mind. So that's the reason Krishna is teaching us that Mayaveshita Chetasam. You focus your mind upon me. Manasamyamyam achitto. You control your mind by thinking about me. Mayeva mana adatsva. You fix your mind upon me. Mayeva mana adatsva. Mayarpita mano buddhi. You offer your mind and intelligence unto me. How many times Krishna repeatedly is saying in Bhagavad Gita, fully focus your mind on me, on me, on me, like that? If you don't do that, then that's what is going to happen. That's what we are going to study today. This sloka number 62 and 63 in the second chapter, we are going to study and understand. If we don't fix our mind on Krishna, what is going to happen? So that's what we are going to study and understand. So normally we study only one sloka, unless if those slokas coming together. But here, the sloka number 62 and 63 are two different slokas only. They are not coming together. But still, these two slokas we will study together to understand it better. So Krishna's causeless mercy, what we are understanding, we studied in the sloka number 60. Yatato hyapi kaunteya purushasya vipaschitaha indriyani pramatini haranti prasabam manaha. Yatato hyapi kaunteya purushasya vipaschitaha. A person who is learned person who is endeavoring to control the senses, but endeavoring to control the mind, but the senses are so strong and impetuous that they forcibly carry away the mind. That's what Krishna is saying. The senses are so strong and impetuous, Arjuna, that they forcibly carry away the mind, even of a man of discrimination who is endeavoring to control them. And in this sloka, what we studied yesterday, that's why Krishna is teaching us that Tani sarvani samyamya yukta asita matparaga vashehi yasendriyani tasya prajna pratisthita. Tani sarvani samyamya. So you control all those senses. Tani sarvani samyamya, by focusing everything, yukta asita mat paraga, by keeping me as the ultimate goal, by engaging in my devotional service. So yukta asita mat paraga, vashegi yasendriyani. So bring all the senses under the control of the self. Such a person is said to be achieved steady intelligence. He says sthita prajna. Tasya prajna pratisthita. Then in the next slokas, as I said, two slokas we are going to study. Sloka number 62 and 63, which I have quoted many times in the past. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangaste supajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha kamat krodho abhijayate. Krodhat bhavati sammohaha sammohat smriti vibhramaha smriti bhramshad buddhinasho buddhinashat pranashyati. Dhyayato vishayan pumshaga. When we think about the sense objects, when a person thinks about the sense objects, means meditates on the sense objects, thinks about the sense objects, when contemplating sense objects, sangaste supajayate. You will develop attachment. He develops attachment to those sense objects. Vishayan means sense objects. The problem is that only when we think about the sense objects, we are getting attached to the sense objects. What if we don't think about the sense objects? And how we can make sure that we don't think about the sense objects? That is by always thinking about Krishna. Then only we don't think about the sense objects. Whatever our mind is thinking about it will develop attachment. Sangaste supajayate. So that means if we think about Krishna, what is going to happen? Again, there also sangaste supajayate only. So dhyayato Krishna pumshaga, not vishayan pumshaga, Krishna pumshaga. What is going to happen? Sangaste supajayate. We are going to develop attachment on Krishna. Here, when we are thinking about sense objects, when we develop attachment on those sense objects, sangat sanjayate kamaha. From such attachment, kama, intense desire. We can say that lust here, that's what here, kama means intense desire develops. The desire to enjoy that sense object develops. That's what kama There is Sangat Sanjayate Kama means when we think about the sense objects, we will develop attachment to them. And when we develop that attachment, from such attachment, intense desire to enjoy that sense object develops. But if you think about Krishna, Dhyayato Krishna Pamshaga Sangaste Supajayate Sangat Sanjayate Premaha. From that attachment, what develops? Love develops. The love. We will develop that love on Krishna. When we always think about Krishna, we are going to develop attached to Krishna, then we are going to develop love. Here, from Kama, Kamat Krodha Abhijayate. From Kama, Krodha. Krodha means anger. Anger develops. So there is a reason for anger. If anybody thinks that he is getting angry, because he is attached to material sense objects. But if you are attached to Krishna, from Prema, what is going to develop? Premat Bhakti Abhijayate. The devotion develops. That is known as Prema Bhakti. Premat Bhakti Abhijayate. That's what is going to come. So when we develop that Bhakti, so that's why chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, remembering Krishna, thinking about Krishna, getting attached to Krishna, and developing that love on Krishna, and developing that bhakti, devotion unto Krishna. So all such things are very important. Otherwise, our mind is thinking about material sense objects, develops attachment on them. From such attachment, kama develops, intense desire develops. From that, krodha develops. Krodhat bhavati sammohaka sammohat smriti vibramaka. Here bhakti, when we have the bhakti bhavati, it is actually dhriti. We are going to get determination only, no confusion. So our memory is going to be very well established. It's not that smriti vibramaka. We will get, our memory will be very sharp. So, smriti vramshat buddhi naso. So, here we are going to gain buddhi, gain intelligence. Buddhi paryavatishtate. That's what we are going to study in the coming slokas. So, here buddhi nasat pranashyati. When the intelligence is lost, he falls down into the material pool. So, that's what Krishna is saying. So, basically, what we are studying, while contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment for them, and from such attachment, lust develops, and from lust, anger arises. From anger, delusion arises. From anger, complete delusion arises, and from delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost, and when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the material pool. So that's what is going to happen. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished sloka number 62 and 63 in the second chapter. Now let us think about Krishna. Let us focus our mind on Krishna. So not on the sense objects. So when we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we are getting the opportunity to focus our mind on Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Timir Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna
to all the devotees. I kindly request the devotees to use the Zoom raise hand feature to ask your questions to Guruji. Venkat Nagarjun Prabhu and Hina Mataji says, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shashi Rekha Mataji has raised her hand.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Hare Krishna Timir Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Guruji, of course, it's not a wonderful class as usual. It's not for a question that I have raised my hand. I just wanted to share this information for all the benefit of all the participants of the class, that this, as we discussed in our Bangalore, I mentioned to you in our Bangalore team meeting also, there is a Koti Gita Lekhana Yagya being organized by the Putige Mutt of Udupi. As you must be aware, or even the other devotees may or may not be aware, Udupi, there are 8 mutts, and these mutts have been established by Madhvacharya in those days. And the Udupi temple is given responsibility to each mutt by turn, by rotation. So from 2024 to 2026, the Putige Mutt has got the responsibility for the Udupi temple. And they are organizing this Bhagavad Gita, Koti Bhagavad Gita Lekhana Yagya. And as a result, what we need to do, what the devotee needs to do, is all available in detail in this thing. We only have to write the Bhagavad Gita from now to January 2024, any number of times that we want, in a notebook or a book. We can use the book that we have. And I thought this is a very good way of learning the Bhagavad Gita and understanding the Bhagavad Gita. Suppose we write just 1 or 2 shlokas also every day, and also sit and study those 2 shlokas. We devote time for that. Then we are also understanding it better, and we are learning it, and we are contributing to this cause. So I was just thinking that if we can circulate this information to all the devotees, all the class participants, it will be very nice. Otherwise, in the chat box, I'll leave my number, my WhatsApp number, and people can just get in touch with me, and I will pass on all the details which are available on WhatsApp on the Bangalore group, Bangalore team group. So I just thought I should share this information, Guruji, and that's the reason I raised my hand. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Also, what you mentioned in today's class was it was extremely, I think this is a very, very important shloka that you covered today. And this tells us that, that if we do not have attachment for Krishna, then you see where we are going to be led. And if we stop doing anything else and just have attachment for Krishna, then I think our lives are totally different. So that, I think, it's a very powerful, these 2 shlokas are extremely powerful and extremely meaningful, extremely grateful and indebted to you, Guruji, for this knowledge, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness all the time. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna. There are no questions. Thank you, Guruji, for today's class.
Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Asha Shri Mataji, Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namaste Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Vrinda Jai Sri Mataji, Hare Krishna. Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna. Ila Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Today is Ekadashi, and today you said properly, Guruji, that unless we are always in the remembrance of Krishna, this is a waste of life. Waste of life. That way it is very interesting, Guruji, very interesting. Then we have to be always think of Krishna. Today is Ekadashi, we have to 24 hours Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna will be within us, should be there. That's what I learned today, Guruji. Today, full day. Please bless me to be in always chanting Hare Krishna mantra, not only on the beats, even without also telling Hare Krishna mantra only. That should happen, Guruji. That is my wish, Guruji. At least one day on Ekadashi day, 24 hours without non-stop. If anybody calls and talks, it's okay. That is, otherwise everything should be Hare Krishna mantra, Maya. It should become, Guruji, in me. That's what I want.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I'm aiming at, Guruji. I need Krishna's mercy and blessings, Guruji, to do that. And this Lekana Yagna writing will also may help. That's what, not may help, it will help.
They focus everyone to chant 16 rounds first, Mataji. That's the
16
main
rounds,
plan.
16 rounds
Then
chanting.
if they have more time, then they should be writing this. First, chanting 16 rounds is very important.
16, that is writing is only 5 minutes, Guruji. 1 shloka per day for 2 years writing. 2 years, 700 shlokas writing. That is 1 shloka only we have to write, Guruji. That's all. That also Krishna should bless. You should also bless me for chanting Hare Krishna mantra 24 hours, at least on one day, Guruji, today. I request your blessings and Krishna's mercy for that, Guruji. At least one day, let me practice for a day, Ekadashi day. And then it should become a habit. That's what, since morning, I'm just murmuring, Guruji, Hare Krishna mantra only. I chanted with you. Like that only. If even today I'm going to swimming, there also I should do. But sometimes when I'm get scared in the water, I'll forget Krishna, Guruji. That's what I'll doubt myself, Guruji, on that time. That when I'm getting scared only, I should remember, no, Guruji. But when I'm getting scared in the water, I don't know. My mind will become blank instead of Krishna, Krishna. Otherwise, I'll be telling Krishna. I don't know, Guruji. I have to understand myself, where each and every cell of mine should always tell Krishna only, Guruji. Today's shloka also reiterated the same, my desire. It's very nice, Guruji. Thank you for keeping me in Krishna consciousness every day, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna to everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Ila Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Guruji, I had one small doubt today that this shloka number 63, which you taught us today, that from anger arises delusion, from delusion, confusion, and in the end, everything. And also you have taught us that the gateway to hell is kama, krodha, and lobha.
Yes.
So, Guruji, in the time of war, when Arjuna was trying to give up, that I don't want to fight, so Krishna reminded him that have you forgotten what all Kauravas have done to you? Have you forgotten what they have done to Panchali? So you have to fight back. So Krishna was trying to tell Arjun to show anger, to fight, or I mean just forgive them. I'm a little confused that at times do we need to show anger in the name of dharma, or we should absolutely give up anger? This is my
Actually, Mataji, when Arjuna was fighting, without that anger, he cannot. Anger in the sense, there is not anger.
Okay.
See, that he's fighting, he's using everything, he's fighting all his skills because he's doing it for Krishna.
Okay.
So that motivation is coming that he's doing it for Krishna.
Okay.
So when we say the krodha, anger, so that is coming from the attachment, kama, from the lust, from the kama, right?
Okay.
So here you can also fight. We understand that you can also fight for prema also.
Okay.
Because of prema also you can fight on Krishna.
So Guruji,
Because
does
yes,
it mean like if we do anything in the name of dharma and Krishna consciousness, then we are free from the karmic debt or whatever?
Yes, Krishna is even telling Arjuna in the 18th chapter that yasya na ahankrito bhavo buddhi yasya na lipyate atvapi sayima lokan na hanti na nibadyate. So if you don't have any ahankara, yasya na ahankrito bhava.
Guruji, which shloka number is this one?
This in the 18th chapter. It comes in the shloka number 16 or 17, around that range. I will confirm in 1 second.
Okay.
So I will just share it here 1 second. So Krishna is teaching very clearly. Even I can read that translation also. So 17th shloka. So,
okay. Yes, Guruji, I got it.
The 17th shloka, what Krishna is teaching there. Yasya na ahankrito bhavo Buddhir yasya na lipyate hatvapi sayimal lokan na hanti na nibaddhati.
Nibanjate.
So
Yes.
one who is not motivated by false ego, whose intelligence is not entangled, though he kills men in this world, hatvapi sayimal lokan na hanti na nibaddhati.
Okay.
So
Right.
he does not kill, nor is he bound by his actions. Does that answer your question, Matan?
Yes, Guruji. I understood, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ashashmi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for wonderful class.
Thank you, Mataji.
Today, these two slokas are very important.
Very important. Yes.
And if we connect ourselves with Krishna, then inner waves will be flat. That I like very much.
Yes, that's the thing. That's the thing. We need to be connected with Krishna all the time. That's what
Yeah.
it's very-
Yes, Guruji. It's very important. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Really, I enjoyed today's lesson, sir. The beautiful sloka you have taken today. And interesting thing is that for that sloka, then you have given your own sloka, and that is wonderful. When you say that dhyate Visyan Punsa, when you say that dhyate Krishna Punsa,
Yes, Prabhu.
and really, and later on you have said that dhyate Krishna Punsa prema upajayate, prema
Yes,
upjayate bhakti, and really, you have given the sloka a new dimension in doing that. Really, I enjoyed this improvise, and I मेरी इच्छा है, I want to listen again these words in this series. How beautifully you have said those words for Krishna. Really beautiful. These slokas I am remembering a lot. ये मुझे कंठस्थ हैं, याद हैं. But the way you have put the Krishna word and bhakti and prema, it made it wonderful. Really beautiful class I am going through, and jnana I am getting from you. Wonderful. Really wonderful class. Thank you, Guruji, for that. And I will request you to again repeat in a hurry the series, how you have added those words. Dhyate Krishna Punsa.
Jayate Krishna Pumsaka Sangaste Supajayate Sangat Sanjayate Prema Bhakti Abhijayate.
Yeah. Thank you, Guruji. Wonderful class. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Iske Garg Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Guruji, very nice class, very nice two slokas, and the description by 2-3 devotees about those is really wonderful, Guruji. And the question which Ila has asked, that was in my mind also.
Yes.
Whether it's anger is totally forbidden or not, this I was just thinking. So that's also got clarified.
Yes.
Thank you, Guruji.
Everything.
Yes, sir, Guruji.
What did you say, Prabhu?
No, sir, I was just listening to you, Guruji. You said something.
No, everything. Bhagavad Gita has got answer for all the questions, Prabhu. That's the main.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. And Guruji just wanted to convey that the Mumbai devotees,
Yes.
we have kept it on Sunday.
That's correct. But only Vrinda Mataji has replied, but other devotees have not yet confirmed, correct?
Yes.
So Satyendra Prabhu, is that okay for you also, Prabhu?
No, it is okay for me. I will be attending that.
Okay. So at least 3 are confirmed. Maybe
Mr. Goel also, Mr. Goel is joining. Certainly he will be joining.
So Ravindra Goel Prabhu is going to be there, Prabhu?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, that's good. So only that means only Hema Mataji only you need to find out from there. So
Yes,
everyone else and Vishal Salanke Prabhu, I don't know. Anyhow, that's good, Prabhu. That's very nice. You can meet in the other railway station and you found your place there. That's very nice. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Guru. So it will be our first meeting. So then we will plan for our future course of action, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. That is. Yeah, make sure you take a group picture at the time, send it to.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you,
very
Guruji.
nice.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Brinda Jai Singh Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you for the class. Guruji, can you tell those two shlokas with their meanings which you just stated now again?
Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaga Sangaste Supajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamaga Kamat Krodo Abhijayate Krodat Bhavati Sammogaga Sammoghat Smriti Vibramaka Smriti Bramsat Buddhinaso Buddhinasat Pranashya. So that means while contemplating the objects of the senses, a person develops attachment on them. From such attachment, lust develops. From lust, anger arises. From anger, delusion arises. From delusion, memory is bewildered. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost. When intelligence is lost, he is lost. Buddhinasat pranashyati. Yes, yes.
Yes, Guruji. So
it's a chain reaction. It's a chain reaction.
Yes, we need to connect to really every minute, every breath of ours with Krishna. So thank you for hand-holding us and taking us on the right track every morning. Thank you, Guruji. And on this Sunday, we will really surely try and meet up.
Yes.
And I just wanted to know that from Prabhuji that getting out at Dadar West or Madunga should be the right station. Maybe I'll have to do a personal call or put it up on the chat.
No, I'm asking, I have requesting Gar Prabhu also to unmute. If you can unmute, you can talk with him, check with him. Hare Krishna, Gar Prabhu.
Yes, Guruji.
Yes,
Brinda Jaisimadi has got some questions.
Yeah, should we get off at Dadar station or get off at Matunga station?
No, you have to get down at Dadar station. Dadar Central Railway, platform number 6.
Yes, but I am in Dadar West, no? So I have to take the bridge crossing.
Yes, you have to take the bridge crossing. You have to completely cross the bridge and come to the complete east side, Dadar East.
Okay. So that is after crossing the bridge. It's a long bridge, I think.
I know.
Yes.
I know it's a long bridge, but not so long also. You can travel.
Yes, yes.
I mean, it's about say 150 meters or so, like that. So get down at the platform number 6. On that only we shall be having the place to.
So this is Central Railway. You said platform number 6, Central Railway.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. Okay, Guruji. I mean, thank you, Prabhuji. I will find my way. And I think you have kept 11:30 as your time or 11 o'clock?
11:30 we have kept.
Okay, fine.
11:30.
Okay.
If any problem, I am there. You can directly contact.
Yes. I will call. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
You have his number, correct, Mataji? It's there in our group, but
no, I think I will have to keep a separate numbers of our all our pujaris. I mean, Prabhujis. I will just write it down for safety's sake.
I will send you.
Yes.
Share the contacts, Mataji.
Yes.
So right now, SK Gar Prabhu's contact, I'm just now sharing it with you, so that you will have it.
Yes, Guruji.
So I already shared his contact.
In any case, my number is there in the group.
Yeah, it's there in the group, but she may not know which is your number because unless
because
it
the
is there in
names are not
Mataji's
there.
contact.
Only the numbers are there. Yes, yes.
Yeah, I already shared SK Gar Prabhu's number to you, Mataji.
Yes, yes, Guruji. Not to worry. Thank you, Guruji. And thank you, Prabhuji. I will be there on Sunday.
And
So-
Ravindra Govind Prabhu's number also I can share.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna. Suresh Tabi Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Very nice verses, Guruji, today. Both the verses are very good. And then, like, it is very well, and it is very easy to understand also, Guruji. When you are occupying your mind with the Lord Krishna, definitely nothing else can enter into your mind, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Very, very nice, Guruji. Very nice. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna,
Prabhu.
Guruji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Sorry,
Hare
I'm on the
Krishna.
way to a wedding.
No problem.
Yeah, I've been listening off and on, Guruji. But very nice summary you gave now, Guruji, about how when we lose control of the mind, we lose control of our intelligence and thereby lose everything.
Yes,
So it's a very good thing. I hope Palniappan Prabhu has also noted down the sequence of how the chain reaction happens. Thank you very much, Guruji, for the class. Thank you very much for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna to everyone.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Dharmendra Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Deepesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Ganesh Udupa Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, for a wonderful class.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. No questions, Prabhuji. Very clear today.
Hare Krishna.
If you are not attached to Krishna, you will be pulled by the senses. Thank you
Yes.
so much. We'll meet on 18th September, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
We have not met long back, I think.
Very long
Tirupati.
time. Yes, long time. Yes.
Tirupati, you took us, no? Once.
Yes. Yes, Prabhu. Yes,
I
Prabhu.
still remember. In the
Yes,
special
very
darshan you
nice.
took us.
That's correct. Yes, Prabhu.
After that, we met once in Chennai, right? Correct.
Chennai, and then I came to your college in
You came to college. That is how
Amritapuri College.
Amritapuri College, yes.
Yes.
You gave a lecture. Correct.
That is the time we met. Yes, Prabhu.
That is the result. That is almost.
Still, it is long time. Still, I think it is 2010 or something. Yes, Prabhu.
2010, almost 12 years old.
Yeah, more than 12 years. Yes.
More than 12 years.
I am looking forward to meeting you. Yes.
We will meet again in Goloka, Prabhuji. Please.
Maybe you can ask Narayana Namburi Prabhu and Ajit Prabhu, everybody to come there, Prabhu, to Bangalore.
Yeah. I will tell Ajit Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Narayan Prabhu is not in contact with me.
I will contact him.
But Ajit Prabhu is always in contact.
Yes, Prabhu. You ask him to plan.
We both work in the same college, so no problem.
Yes. Ask him to plan. Yes,
Sure.
Prabhu.
I will tell him. But he is very busy with his PhD students and all.
I know, he told me. Yes, Prabhu.
He says he has 5 students, PhD students.
Yes. That's very nice.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Sorry, Guruji, as usual, I couldn't follow, but I managed to do a chanting with you, Guruji. I also did count about 32 participants were there. So it's equate as we did 32 rounds of chanting, Guruji. That's another shortcut to please ourselves. But nevertheless, I must do, Guruji. The 16 is mandatory. That is to experience a bliss, Guruji, which is happening to me. Even Krishna is so kind to me. Just one round is up. 1 or 2 rounds, he's giving abundance. I don't know what to do. So 16 rounds, and it's sure whatever I'm going to be touched will be a gold. So I had to keep my hands into the pocket. 16 rounds is absolutely beneficial, Guruji. Even 2-3 rounds, I'm able to see the huge gifts coming from Krishna. Just 2 rounds of chanting, 3 rounds of chanting. If I do 16 rounds, and that's going to be a wonder, Guruji, and really a great pleasure. Thank you very much, Guruji. Today being an Ekadesi, I started a water fasting, like Sushireka Mataji said. And evening, I'm going to the Krishna temple over here, Guruji, and the Pujari is my best friend. He prepares that vrata foods as well, coconut, those kind of things. So I will complete my breakfast at the Krishna temple, Guruji. Life is very wonderful, Guruji, remaining in Krishna consciousness. All are good, Guruji. Everything is fine, and hopefully we should relinquish all this material hassles and serve only Krishna. That's going to happen, Guruji, and that's an ultimate. I can see the glimpses, Guruji. It's a tip of iceberg. We are enjoying just reading Bhagavad Gita itself, giving so much of pleasure. Serving, and if we are going to make it as our regular routine, that's a bliss, Guruji. Real Ananda. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna to all. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Venkat Nagarjun Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam.
Wonderful class. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna to everyone.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Venkat Nagarjun Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Hare Krishna Guru. Thank you Guruji for today's class. Hare Krishna Guru. Hare Krishna.
Mithun Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, how are you?
Hare Krishna. By Krishna's classless blessing.
Yeah, thank you Guruji for the wonderful class. I was just making notes of the class.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, need to note those down.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. YouTube it will be there. You can listen again. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Guruji, but I'm making notes and trying to make my own points,
Yes.
Trying to remember that.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So Guruji, one question, when Lord says, so we get anger when we get attachment. So, sometimes when you get attachment, you get disappointment and all those. Will they come under delusion?
Yes, Prabhu. If we get attachment, then all the problems will come from anger, delusion, memory, everything comes.
Okay, I was like, when he mentioned complete delusion, I was thinking, what does that delusion mean?
Because
like
of anger, when a person is angry, he doesn't know what is right, what is wrong, correct? That's what it's completely, memory is bewildered, delusion. That's what Smriti Vibramagam, Rodat Bhavati Sammohaga. Sammoha means confusion. That's what delusion means, confusion. You are not able to make correct decisions, correct? If you are angry, then you cannot make correct decisions. You cannot make right decisions. Yes.
Yes, Guruji.
It's like a person who has taken liquor, correct? So then, like that, only angry. If a person is under too much anger, then he will not know what is right and what is wrong.
Yes, Guruji. I can vouch for that. So now, after attending the class, I realized that. Yes. But in Arjuna's case, he was not in anger; he was in disappointment.
Yeah, he was completely worried.
Okay, so that disappointment is because of his attachment. So from attachment, we get disappointment also.
Yes, from attachment, all problems will come. Anxiety, everything problems, depression, all the depression, anxiety, all these psychiatric disorders, most of these psychiatric disorders related to anxiety, they are because of attachments.
Yes, Guruji. I mean, yeah, we both live in US. So we see so many gun attacks and all those things because of, it's very sad.
That's very
I don't
sad.
know.
That's
Thank
why
you,
we
Guruji.
need to fully depend on Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji. I mean, it's very sad to see people get depressed. I mean, even we grew up, we got depressed, but we never become so angry that we start killing people. It's very sad. Anyway, all Krishna will take care of it. Thank you, Guruji.
Dukkalayam. Yes, Prabhu. Dukkalayam. Deepesh Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Sorry, I had stepped away to
No problem.
help my son with some maths problems. So sometimes, he's got a test tomorrow, so he needs help. So, no, the class today was very good, and both those shlokas are resound very well. Linking, what can lead to what. I think that whole, it's a very logical connection. And I think if we look back in our lives, I think we all have faltered somewhere and fallen into anger. I'm trying not to get angry about anything right now. Sometimes, I get frustrated with my children, but other than that, I think I feel contented. I am focused on my job as a job, and leaving it to Krishna, like you had said, and doing the best I can. Right. So I have to just meet my own expectations and Krishna's expectations in the quality of job, like you mentioned yesterday, and trying to not get frustrated or worked up. But sometimes I fall in that trap also, that I get worked up about deliverables and things like that. So I'm trying to do my best, and I'm trying to take a break, because I think I've noticed that I work better if I take breaks. And I think it's better that way, I think. So
Krishna
yeah.
is there. Krishna is going to guide us. He's there in our heart, correct? He's going to guide us.
Yes, Guruji, and the guidance is very good in these two shlokas, in my opinion. I think I need to read it a few. Yeah, I need to read the details and a few more times to absorb it. But I thank you for always refreshing in every class, the previous two shlokas also, so that it kind of sinks well to us. So thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the time, and thank you for all your efforts in moving us forward. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Ravin Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Guruji, wonderful class, Guruji, as usual. And these two shlokas are one of the two good shlokas that mentions about what happens if we are not doing the right thing.
That's correct. Yes.
So, and it's a chain reaction that finally ends up into disaster.
Yes.
And just starting from attachment to sense object, right?
Exactly.
So it's a very enlightening knowledge about how failure happens and what is the starting point of it. So, and in other slokas we are learning what is the just opposite, and what you modified the shlokas also, saying that what should be done kind of thing, and what happens, which is keeping Krishna at the center. We should do everything. So thank you, Guruji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness every day and reminding us of this. So, and that's very essential, because we fall off from the track if we don't have this connection kind of thing. So any thoughts on that, Prabhuji, in the sense that why do we fall off? Why don't we just once we reach a point, we don't continue from there. And why do we need this booster dose every day kind of thing, Prabhuji?
Because we are in this material world and we still have a lot of anarthas. So there is a problem. We need to be continuously, because it needs a lot of practice. That is the main thing. Practice, practice, practice. It is like if a person wants to run maybe or something, or a game or something. If he stops the practice, what happens? Then he cannot do it well, correct? So like that only, reason is that we should not stop the practice. We should continue it. For example, if we do all these things every day, chanting 16 rounds, and every day studying Bhagavad Gita like what we are doing it, and offering prasadam to Krishna, and spreading this message, these four things, if we do it very regularly, sincerely, and fully, if we keep ourselves occupied in Krishna's service, so then, like whatever you said, it will be minimized. If not there, if it will be minimized, and slowly, when we are fully engaged in Krishna's service, then it will be completely gone. So that is the way to give up all the material connections, affiliations. So yes, Prabhu.
So Prabhuji, does it mean that we are not doing something right? Is that the reason?
Yeah, because we have to be fully 24/7, we should be connected with Krishna only all the time, correct? So because of different situations and other things, it will take time. It is not day one we were completely doing everything sadhana very well, not worried about anything. So if that situation is there, then we are very well protected. But if we have other influences, maybe family members, if they are not Krishna conscious, or a lot of other reasons are there, correct? So we have to, but still we are making progress. So these four things we need to keep doing it. That's what sadhana. Sadhana, we should continue it, and day by day we are improving. That is the point we need to realize and understand it.
Yes, Prabhuji. We are improving every day, but what my thought process is that this is like an art actually. So we need to become very superior into this performing.
That's correct. That's what they practice doing, all those things. We are now slowly our opportunities are becoming more to serve Krishna, and we are engaged in doing a lot more activities for Krishna. We are planning. If we compare to 2 years ago, right now, you see a big difference, correct?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So that's what. Maybe 2 years from now, the difference will be even more in Krishna conscious way. So that is the way. That's what Krishna is saying. What is Krishna is saying? Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. That's what is the thing. Abhyasena. That is a practice. Abhyasa means it's practice. If you practice with the determination, with the detachment, then it will happen.
Yes, Prabhuji. So yeah, it's wonderfully explained, Prabhuji. So which means that we should become like an art, we should become expert, and then how a drummist so easily plays the drum beautifully and without any mistake. So we will be able to do that kind of thing. So we are quite far away, but we are inching towards that.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna to all devotees.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Palaniappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Today's slokas and your explanation really made us to think to a more depth, because the Lord Krishna is funny Lord, I feel. Because he only gave us all the strong senses and totally wavering mind. You said that that wavering mind you have to make flat. And at the same time, he say, just remember me at the death time. Just remember me at the death time.
how to just remember him at the death time with all these problems? Unless otherwise, as you say, every day if you chant all the time, even if you chant, you will forget. That is the type of mind we have. The human mind we have all the time. Even though we are listening to you daily about Krishna and all the advices you are giving, and what Bhagavad Gita also he himself gives, still the 2 hours or maximum 3 to 4 hours we remember. All other times we are engaged in our activities, day-to-day activities. At that time we don't remember him at all. The real fact is that. Very rarely in between. That means Allah, otherwise we go on chanting Hare Krishna. All the 24 by 7 you say. Same way, then only we can remember even during the death time. Otherwise, when we get some problem which is not able to, we are not able to solve, at that time we remember Krishna.
That's why
That's the real
Krishna
fact.
is saying that Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu Mamanusmarat Yudhyacha. Therefore, after saying that you remember me at the time of death, then in the next shloka, Krishna is saying that therefore, all the time you remember me, even while fighting, you remember me. So that's what all the time we need to remember Krishna.
See, when the anger comes, we forget everything. So,
because the anger itself is coming because we forgot Krishna. Otherwise, anger won't come.
Because the other, even the child or even the very close family members, when they do some wrong thing after teaching, when we see that, we get anger.
That means we are attached. So, we are forgetting Krishna. We are attached to
we are attached.
There is some expectation from some family members.
What I want to bring it is very easy to say that you remember me at the time of death, but it is not so easy in practical living. That is my I am thinking that
That's
way.
Why we are every day studying Bhagavad Gita, chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, offering prasadam and spreading this message. If we keep ourselves busy all the time in Krishna's service, then we are going to easily remember Krishna at the time of death. No doubt.
Yeah, we have to, as other Prabhuji just before me, he told that we have to go on 24 hours, we have to try and come to that stage. Then only that chain reactions we can reduce and all the good things we can get in our life. That is very difficult and but at the same time we have to achieve. No other way.
It's possible.
Yeah, that is the thing. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.
Today is really very interesting by many people what they spoke also. Thank you, Guru.
Hare Krishna. Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Kadiravan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, today's class is wonderful class, Guruji. Thank you for the class, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sagu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
A wonderful session. Really, I am now in Puri, just reached. Just relaxed. I am in the going to room. So really, I will be here some days, and so that it is so many discussions about Gita and so many things will easy to chance to attend the programs. Really, I am very lucky, Guruji. This is an enlightening class. I was listening to the devotees' comment, questions, answers. Rightly, you have mentioned wherever you go, Lord Krishna is first. And this is the primary objective of life, whatever this, as you expressed very beautifully, Prodhata Smruti, that kind of that sloka is how it relates. So it's a moho, that attachment and kind of things. We should be away from all these things. Really, we are very lucky that you are enlightening us, injecting us. I am in a different mood just because I was listening. Really, Lord Krishna is should be in very always in tranquil and that sthira mana, that we should be stable mind when you attend the classes, and most of the whatever the things around us, that is secondary, is primary. We most and most try to devote ourselves to Lord Krishna. Really, this is a kind of service, not only service for ourselves, but service the whole world. So as you have dedicated to serve, to inject our mind, the spiritual knowledge, the highest form of knowledge, I am very grateful, Guruji. And really, even if Prabhupada has rendered a great service for allowing us to enter into the world of heaven, Goloka, this is the means to chanting Maha Mantras and your class. And as much you can, you should try to, whatever things around us, these are artificial. This is only natural, this is only knowledge that from generation to generation, it has been handed down. So it has some importance. When you realize that importance, we can understand, really enjoy the class. Just superficially, one should not come to the class. It's a very, very serious class. And make mind totally tranquil, serene mind, stable mind. So we are very fortunate. As much you can, wherever you want, always keep in mind Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. I will try my best to devote myself to Lord Krishna and Gita Gyan. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Satata Naman, Naman, Naman.
Hare Krishna. Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram. Guruji Krishna saying in 7th Adhyay that Mataf Parataram Nanyat Kinchit Dasti Dhananjaya. Mai Sarvamidam Protam Sutre Mani. There is nothing higher than me or beyond me, Guruji. And things are born to me, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Yes.
Yes. Let us say Krishna is the supreme God. Yeah, nothing above Krishna.
Yes, nothing about that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.